In this video, we'll be seeing an example of a very short TensorFlow code in the further videos, but in this video, we'll be just going through a very short TensorFlow example so as to give you a flavor of what a TensorFlow code looks like. Okay, so basically, in this code, we are trying to do element-wise multiplication of two lists of numbers that you can see here, right? So what you do is that firstly you have to import this TensorFlow. Okay, so you have to import TensorFlow as TF. So you can actually use some other word apart from TF in place of TF you can use something else, but if you do so, it would not be very coherent with what developers do worldwide. So in case if you are making your own standalone code, so it would work fine. But if you are writing a code that should be integrated with some bigger code, then in that case, if you import TensorFlow as say XYZ or something, so in that case, you would be feeling some trouble in integrating your code with the larger code. Okay, so all the developers across the world, they have agreed upon that they will be using this TF in this import statement of TensorFlow. Okay, so this is generally what you should use as well, right? So this is a very popular convention. Okay, so we have declared two constant tensors x and y here. So these are essentially one-dimensional vectors. Okay, so then we have this result, which is basically what we get after operation of multiplication on these two vectors, right? And yeah, so this is a session. So what you can see in line 6 is a session that has been declared here, right? So what exactly are sessions? We'll be seeing that in further videos, but you should know in brief that sessions are required if you want to do any operation on tensors, and if you want to retrieve what has been obtained after performing the operation. So the value that you obtain after performing the operation, so that can be retrieved only when this statement of evaluation is under a session. Okay, so basically you open a session here, then you evaluate this operation, the result that has been obtained after operation of multiplication. Okay, and then you print it and then you close the session. So now, since this is an element wise multiplication, we expect our output to be 63, 6, 2 and 12, a vector with these values, because 7 9s are 63, 1 into 6 is 6, 2 into 1 is 2 and 4 into 3 is 12. Okay, so this is what we expect our output to be. Now let's see if it really is the case. Okay, so we run this code as like any other Python code. So we just write python tf.py. Okay, so it's running. Yeah, so we actually got what we expected: 63, 6, 2 and 12. These are the values in this output vector. Okay, so we had actually discussed, right, that we should use virtual environment for installing TensorFlow. So this is what I have done. So this TFVENV is the name of the virtual environment that I'm using, that I have set up for installing TensorFlow. Okay, so this is the output that we get, and which is pretty much what we expected to be. Okay, so this is a very short example of a TensorFlow code, right? And as we move on further, we'll be writing even more complex TensorFlow codes. So stay tuned for more.